Right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, Thursday, 15th of May. You can see the Brian have the really great t-shirt. Yeah, like Dave have as well. I don't have it, right now, but I hope I will gonna get it soon. Yeah, and like we have some great information today, and like mostly of that, Brian will gonna provide about the trades, about the TMX as well, so you guys can find out exactly how to trade. Like some skills, some profit, which Brian catch. I think it's always great to see the profit, right, and how to do that. So yeah, like TMX is going really well. Yeah, so like you can see the TGA went is going. Yeah, like you can still join, and we have the time till the end of this month, so don't miss out to buy the tokens because it's definitely will gonna grow, and it's the great opportunity for everyone to make some great money, like with the decentralized exchange. Yeah, Brian, if you're ready, you can take it away. You can start.
All right. I'm still unmuted, right? All right, cool. What's up, everybody? So, TMX, we are a decentralized exchange. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I'm going to talk a little bit about, another exchange that we're going to get listed on for sure. We might be on some other ones too, but I'm not going to show those yet. Those are still waiting, but that would be huge. So this is not your everyday, we got a trader trading for us, or we got an AI bot, daily percentages or anything like that. We are a decentralized exchange that will have leverage trading, which there's only like 17 of them out there like that. There's, I think, 60 DEXs, decentralized exchanges, but that have leverage trading that you can connect your wallet to and be in complete control of your money. Because we've all been a part of it. Even, some of us now might have money in a centralized exchange, but they always have the ability to say, hey, we're not going to let you withdraw your money or do anything with your money. Or maybe you got money in like Coinbase or crypto.com. I think, I don't know, David or Tim, do you guys remember crypto.com about 5 years ago had a hack? And
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
they implemented the whitelist, that made you wait 24 hours or 48 hours to be able to do withdrawals. So centralized exchanges are great for buying crypto and getting the crypto the heck out of there, or for moving crypto into it and then putting it in your bank account. And then you'll get a 1099 and that realm. Well, how do we avoid all that? How do we keep it decentralized to where it's like you got your money in your bag? How do I keep my crypto here and not in the bank? You put your money in the bank. What if the bank disappears? What if they go under? Then, hey, where's my money? Sorry, you can't get it. Or go to the bank and ask them for $100,000 out of your checking account. They're going to tell you, come back another day. We'll have it then. So they don't even have it. So what I've always said, if you don't own your keys, you don't own your crypto. If you don't own your 12 word phrase, you don't own your crypto. So everybody here probably has a Trust Wallet or a MetaMask. You got your 12 word phrase, write that down, save it. So that's what we'll use to connect to TMX, the exchange, and to do either trading on it or just staking. You do not have to trade to be a part of TMX. All you have to do is click a couple buttons to stake your TMX and then claim the earnings that you'll make from the people trading or from the people moving crypto around. Every time you move crypto around, you'll see how that works. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I've been looking at the charts on Bitcoin. I'm on the 5 hour chart right now. I I've been following on here. I kind of, people ask me like, what do you do on trading wise? I follow kind of a simple strategy. I look at this yellow line. This is a 200-day moving average. They call it the 200 MA moving average. I got in a trade today and I could have let this trade go. I closed it. I didn't close it. I always move my stop loss too close and it hits it. But I get in when it passes this and closes. Not right here on this one. I got in right around here, but I got in on a different coin. But when Bitcoin passes this 200-day moving average, you will see that it goes or it drops most times. So you can see right here, it dropped, it went under. So if you're someone that likes to short, you would have came here, you would have watched this close, you watched another one close, and you could have gotten a short at 1034 and rode that puppy all the way down. Probably you would have probably got out right around here because it had started to come back and you'd have got scared. But you'd probably rode it down to 109, 1019. That's a great short. And you can see some of them, sometimes it rides it, but if you'd have got in right here where it broke that 200-day moving average at 1025 and rode it up to 1049, and then it comes back, breaks it again at 1038, and then would, kind of came up and touched it. You'll see a lot of times it'll touch it and then take back off or kind of cross it. And these are like little fake outs. So that's why I say wait till the second candle closes past it. Because right here is like a perfect example where it crossed it pretty, bullish. And you're like, all right, we're going. All right, well, I'm gonna wait on that next candle. And you see the next candle like engulfed it, almost engulfed it with the wick. But then it came down and then bang, went through it. You're like, wow. And then you can see it did it a couple more times. And you're like, oh my gosh, this is gonna happen. All right, this is the one. And actually, this was last night, and I did catch a little gain on this one because this one closed right here. I actually got in a little early than I normally do. And I'd made a quick gain because I put a stop loss in and then I dragged the stop loss up really quick. I didn't get in a short today. As you see, that would have been a great move. But I did get in a long right here. And then I draw a flag out when you kind of see the flag right here. It's like a little flag. And most times when you do that, from what I've learned is, you can do something like this and you can take this movement measure right here and you can move this over here like this. So half the time it'll go to about that next area because that's where that one is too. So that flag is like consolidating. And if it breaks out and closes, most times it's going up that way. If it breaks down, most times it's going that way too. So it's been working for me like 70 to 80% of the time doing the 200 MA when I'm doing any type of trading or even when I'm doing leverage trading and these flags. So that's kind of my 101 of what I do. A lot of people ask, and I don't have a lot into this. I'm not drawing, charts out and doing all these different things. This is just kind of the way I've looked at it. So if, I'll get back to this page here, but that's TradingView. I use TradingView. You can have this on your phone, an app. You can come in, you can come up here and you can add whatever coin that you want. Like say you got a favorite coin. I don't know. Let me think of a coin. Fart coin. How you like that one? Fart coin right here. You can add it and say, I want it to show me the price that it's on Binance or MEXC. Well, let's click Binance. So now it's down here at the bottom of my list. So I'm gonna move the fart coin up my list. Let's click on it and see what that one's doing. But anything that I'm doing, I don't care what coin I'm trading, I follow Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is literally moving the market all the time. And then we obviously watch that, how much it's dominating. So now to kind of show you a little bit on one of the exchanges we're going to be on. This is Weex, right? And Tim has a link for Weex. You can get a link from Tim and set up your account. And honestly, if you use it, he makes a commission, so, thank you guys for using Tim's link. He's KYC to it. This is a centralized exchange that you can put your identification in. Do I have one? No, I'm not verified. I did not put I did not put a driver's license or anything to this because I'm out of the United States. To use this in the United States, you will need a VPN, right? So same thing with MEXC. You'll need a VPN. Don't be getting on it without a VPN. Don't get it on your phone, trade on your computer or wherever you're trading. Just keep a VPN there all the time. And it helps for a lot of different reasons for security as well. Okay. So what I like a lot about this is I'm learning a lot from Jake, right? And I've been a little risky myself, but what we'll end up doing here is our token will be on here. It won't be on this, I don't believe, for the leverage trading, but it will be for spot. So you can see I have 2,700 in spot. In the futures, I'm going to keep around 10,000 and I'm going to gradually just move over gains to over here to spot. So spot is literally like risk-free trading. You don't have to leverage trade. Futures, this is scary. You don't want to jump in futures. You can see I got 20x leverage on here. I'll move it down to 5x right here. Let's hit right here. So I don't know which way this is going. It looks like it could come back up this way because it has been pumping. Like, let's just say I get into a trade right now. I'm only going to do 5%, not much. I'm along it, confirm. So I put a little limit order. I didn't immediately buy the market. I just put a limit. So if it bounces down, it'll hit this. This is on leverage trading though. Okay. So if this wicks down just a little bit more and hits that, all right, it hit it. So now you can see I'm in a trade. My fee over here is 49 cents. This is what I do. I come in, I hit TP, which is take profit. I'll come in and I'll put one in right here, 40, let's just put 42, and I'll say take 100%. Let's move it up to 42.15. Okay. So take 100%, it's $15 gain minus the fee, right? That's where it will be right here's the trigger. And then you put a stop loss in, right here, 0.4150. And now move this up. I'm just making sure it's below it. Confirm. So I got a stop loss here. If it hits that stop loss, I lose. If it goes up, I win. Okay, so I can move these. If it starts going up, I can move the take profit up. I can move the stop loss up behind it. That's what I do a lot. And then it comes back and hits it. And I'm like, oh, dang, it hit the stop loss. But then it keeps going. So I ride mine pretty tight because I just want to ride it that way. But what we'll do inside of within Weex with TMX if you buy in the TGE event, right? So we have the ability, our token will be, you can type in TMX, it'll be right here. You'll be able to see it right there. I'll type in GMX. There's GMX's token, just like ours. We're going to have one too. So with GMX, or actually I put DMX. DMX going to give it to you. GMX, sorry. Now I'm gonna start barking. So I can favorite that. I put a little, click the button, it makes that gold. So now I'm in GMX's chart. So you can see here, looks like it could potentially go up. So how about this? Right now I have available $699. I'll take this price right now. I'll just do the market price and I'll buy. Let me just type it in here. Sometimes it acts a little funny. It always does that when I share screen. It does a little weirdness on here, so I'll have to refresh it. So I'll put $200 in. I'll buy that GMX token at that price. If we're moving our TMX over, we already got it. You already got it for whatever price you bought it at. If like the TGE, you bought it at that price. We'll move it over and do that. Sorry, let me get this out of the way. Got everything in the way. There's a question. Oh yeah, right there. You can see there's Tim's link. Take that, make an account. Don't KYC if you're from the United States. Just set up an account. You can win some rewards too if you do some trading, right? So let me stop sharing for a minute to let this thing think. So sorry, it always does that on me. So I'm gonna close it completely, open it back up. And honestly, it could be because I'm on Safari doing it. But let's go back in here now. Now it worked perfect. Okay, so I'm back in here. Let's go to GMX. I still have it saved. Let's go in here. All right, now I'm in that chart. You can see at the top left, it says GMX/USDT. I have 699 USDT in here. So I'm going to buy, right now, I'm going to go back here to market, not limit. I'm going to buy $200 of GMX. Boom, bought it. Okay, now I'm going to come back here and I'm going to sell it. Let's put 100% of it. And let's type in the price. Let's do, what, 60? Oh man, it's locking up on me again. It doesn't like me. Okay. All right, here we go. Sell all of it. It says I got 199.49, okay? But I'm not selling it at the price I just bought it for. So if we get TMX over here, say it launches at $2, and you're like, this thing is gonna pump. I want to sell it at $5 or $10. You'll just type in right here. So I'll put in $16.50. So when this goes up to right here at $16.50, I'll make $8. Not much on this, but it's basically guaranteed gains, right? Because what the cool part is, I bought all these other tokens down here at different prices, and I put a sell at, ARB right here, 45.90. I bought this token right here. This is a new listing of a token. So some of these I come in here and I'll actually look at how how do I explain it? How low the percentage is, like hit the change and say, wow, this one's down a lot. And I'll click on it and I'll look at the chart from the past and be like, all right, this just launched. You can see it went all the way up to $1.50. Right now it's at 0.008. Might be a good time. So what I would do is either put a limit order in, or I just go to the market order and say I want to buy, 150 of this token, buy unicorn. Now I come over to the sell and I click on limit, and I'm going to come back here and just sell it at 1 and then I'll put that right here, and it'd be $198. I only bought what, 150 you saw me buy? So if that goes up to, right around here, that sell will trigger and get it. But right now I bought it really, really low, and I got it just sitting down here, right? So that's how that works. It just, you don't have to do much on there. You just let it do its thing. And that's how spot works. So spot's not that hard. And then you can follow what you're making in spot. You just come to your account right here, click on total balance. You got your spot. And it shows what you have in tokens. It shows what you have in USDT. So I bought some XRP. I think I have a sell on that a lot higher. I'm just going to let it do its thing. And when it hits it, all these will go back to USDT because I have them selling. You can buy and just hold on here as well too. But I have them all kind of going back and selling because I figured I'll play around on this spot and see what I can make per day. Like yesterday I made, or well, that's actually that, yeah, technically this is yesterday, but it says today, but the day starts. I made $218 in USDT just on spot, buying and selling. Lost $29, $71, eight, lost eight, but I'm learning how to do this and playing around with it. And it shows like all the different tokens you have. And anytime you can sell those back to USDT, you don't have to get risky in this at all. Anything you put in for sale, it just sits there in that token. So no matter what, I bought the GMX token for, $12.65. It goes up to $13. I can cancel this and then resell it at 13 if I want. If it goes down, I can cancel it and sell for a loss as well. So this is how I use spot. And what I do on spot is just, kind of just let it go and do the thing. So talking with Jake, he's like, you get $100,000 in here, just use spot. And then you would go over to futures and barely trade with a little bit of money, a little bit of leverage, a little bit of money. So you can see this is starting to go up. Right now I'm up $2.94, up, back down. So you kind of see how this works on futures. When you leverage money from the exchange, it will liquidate faster. It will, I didn't have much leverage and I didn't put much money in it. So I don't have a liquidation mark right here. It could go down. I'd lose a lot of money if I ever close the trade, but I can leave this thing open, and every day I'll get charged a little bit more every day for having the trade open. But as it goes up, it goes up. And that's how that works. Weex is pretty simple, pretty easy to navigate. I'm going to come right back to Weex too. It started to lock up on me. Cool thing about it is if you don't have to be an expert trader using it, you don't have to do, anything. You don't have to do leverage trading. You don't have to do any trading. And with TMX, you don't have to even do this. If you want to buy in the TGE event, not even use Weex, you don't have to. You can literally just put it right into the TMX exchange and then instantly go in, stake it, and then claim every time a trader comes in and does this. What I kind of wanted you guys to see was, and I'll come back here. Let me show you this. The fees. I always get this question. Like, Brian, what's the fees? All right, you can see, all right, right here, I'm up $13. I'm gonna flash close this. Bam, flash closed it. Let's go to position history. Click on order details right here. And down here at the bottom, I made $12.31 minus $1.98. So I paid $1.98 to stakers that are staking, like just like in TMX, the traders will do this and they'll pay these fees. So I made, 273 here. I paid $14, 118, $6. $61 I made, paid $3. And Weex has low percentages. You can see all these fees. This one, 74 bucks I made, but I paid $55. I closed it. It was a really fast trade, and I was like, I didn't really feel it, so I closed it. Hey, I still made,
Yeah,
19 bucks.
why there is so much fee, Brian? Like you made 74, but you paid 55. Why that so much?
Some fees, it depends on how fast like a trade is. They want you to hold a trade for a longer period of time instead of just getting in it, it pumps and you close it, you're going to pay more of a fee that way too. So all these fees
Yes.
though, this is what's paying the community, which is crazy and it's cool. That's why if I got liquidated, say I lost a big trade, and it went down, I lost it. Today I did fairly well on trading. Let's see here. Am I in spot right now? No, I'm in futures. It's just taking a while. But I only did a couple trades today. I mean, you just saw me do one. That one don't count. And then, one, two, three. It took three trades today, made $57, $18, and $499. But I paid fees on those. That 499 one, I probably paid $50 in fees, right? So those fees are what's paying us. So when traders use that, they pay fees. If I come in here and I want to, let's say I come into my balance, let's say I come into spot and I want to trade this immediately or convert this or transfer this, I pay another fee. I pay fees doing that. Could be $1, could be $2. All these different fees that you're doing all the time, they add up. And that's what pays us as liquidity providers and for staking our TMX in the exchanges. So now I want to go over here and show you guys this part. To buy the tokens right now, if you're new or you're already been here, right now we're just putting Ethereum in, we're matching Ethereum to TGE in the TGE event to TMX, right? When we get listed and everything goes live, it really doesn't matter what the price of Ethereum is at that point, right? Because our token will take off. We have the market makers behind this that will provide liquidity. So our price of our token is the same on every exchange that we're on. Believe me, Jake's working around the clock to get us on multiple different exchanges. So being new, you would come in here and you would add 0.05 as a minimum. You could scroll down here and see minimum deposit 0.05 right here. That's how that works. One thing about the TGE that a lot of people are like, well, what's the difference now compared to the private sale? Well, right now, if you had a Weex account, you wanted to set that up, get that link from Tim, you can buy as much as you want here. And when we go live, you'll have those tokens sitting in your Trust Wallet or your MetaMask. You'll be able to move those right over to Weex, stake them in Weex, or sell them in Weex, or do whatever you want to do. You can do that spot trading that you watch me do, where you put you got your TMX tokens. All right, cool. I got 5,000 of them in there. I'm going to sell 1,000 of them. I'll sell 1,000 though when it goes to $7. You put the $7, you hit sell, and if there's a major pump, because normally there is on all these new tokens, then it will sell. So we're just getting started, I feel like, because, you guys been with us, the private sale, that really was kind of slow at the first, but then, people start realizing and learning how special this is, and out of the 78 tokens, I've shared my affiliate link with 38 Ethereum for that 78. So I'm going to get a nice little bonus on sharing this. So you can see there it says 5,200, which it's not going to be like that, but you make 2% in TMX tokens. Nobody's getting paid anything right now. We're just getting extra TMX tokens. So, share it, get some extra tokens. You don't have you don't have 0.05 Ethereum. That's okay. Give us your wallet. We'll set you up an account of your little referral link. I don't know if you saw that, but down here is a referral link. Don't just copy this and paste it. Click this right here, and then you'll paste that right here and hit enter. And that would be your referral link, okay? That's how that would work. Or paste it into your notes. Do something like that. But you can copy that other part, but then you got to go into the website and then paste it into where it says referral. That's how you do that part. Just copy it, paste it, save it in your notes, but you do not need to even fund to get a link to share the TMX TGE public sale. But that's what I've been doing trading wise. I just follow that 200-day moving average. I draw out some flags. I've joined lots of I always look over here, but lots of YouTube channel discords of professional traders that trade, and they all make the most money sharing exchanges. So don't forget, TMX will have a 3-level referral system off of trading volume. So anybody that shared their link to me on any kind of trading exchange made quite a bit of money because I've traded already in a month time $5 million in volume. I'm not Jake. Jake's trading like $1 million in volume every trade, which is crazy. He just has a lot more in his account, So that's how it goes. You get paid on trading volume. TMX has by far the most lucrative affiliate 3-level to sharing for people trading on trading volume. It doesn't have to be people doing leverage trading or even spot trading. It could just have them have volume in the exchange and moving it around. So in time, you're going to be like, this is where I put my money because it's safe. It has my wallet attached to it. It's ran on smart contracts to where nobody's in charge. There's no crooked CEOs or people doing anything they can possibly do to harm it. There's no breach in security. Everything's going to be audited by like CertTech. All that will be done to where there will be no problems with it. It's a well-tuned, oiled machine that'll work perfect, just like GMX Exchange. Look at theirs, over $100 million in profit every year. We get up to that. Everybody on this Zoom right now, you're going to be where David is in that background, just sitting there having a pina colada. Like this is going to be a phenomenal passive income opportunity for us to stake into the exchange our tokens or to stake Ethereum, Bitcoin, or USDT as liquidity, and then gain more USDT from staking either money like directly in as liquidity provider or a token holder. And you at the same time, you can always click a button and withdraw all of it. Nobody's holding your initial investments, nobody's holding any of your stuff. And even the TGE part right now, anything you purchase in TMX, you can sell it right when it goes live. I would never tell you to do that. I'm not a financial advisor though, but you can see what GMX's token did from 90 cents to $91. I would rather wait it out a little bit and see how this thing pumps. And, we got a lot of marketing teams going to help us drive a lot of marketing for this, looking to get listed on multiple different exchanges, even on a futures exchange similar to ours. But to put our token on a futures exchange would bring a lot more volume to our token, which means more people seeing it, more people trading it. They see it fluctuate. That's why a lot of people trade futures, because a lot of the coins will fluctuate pretty quick. They like the volatility. When you're a crypto trader, you see those videos where the guy's on that roller coaster just staring at you like, doesn't bother me. He's a crypto trader. If roller coaster scares you, don't get into futures trading. Trade spot. Don't get stressed out. Even if you're holding crypto, and I've been there too, where you look at it, you're like, oh my God, I'm down 3,000. And then the next day you're like, I'm up 4,000. Like, how do people deal with this? So that's what I got today, guys. I hope that was some good information.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. I see some questions from Frida. She just sent it to me direct. Team, can you please contact Brian because I sent him a message on Telegram and I think like she can't reach you. Yeah, Brian. So like she have some questions to you. I think this our lady from Belgium. Yeah, Frida,
Yeah.
I can unmute you. You can ask your question.
Oh, she just needs to get Ethereum out of Weex, I guess, in the Arbitrum. Is it still, they still have that down, the Arbitrum 1 down on
Um,
Weex?
I think so. Yeah, Frida, you with us?
Yes, yes, it's still down,
All right, we'll just send
and
a,
it's still now it's also suspended on BNB chain.
what are they doing all that? I haven't withdrew from Ethereum from Weex. I mean, if you want, I know my Mexi account works perfect for that. I can give you my USDT address for Mexi. You want to just send USDT?
No, it's already in Ethereum.
Yeah, swap it to something else and send that. You can send me Bitcoin. You can send me anything you want. Just obviously, if you can't send Ethereum on the Arbitrum 1 network, swap it to a different coin and send that one, and just tell us what coin you're swapping to and send it to me. I'll swap it back and send it to your Trust Wallet or your MetaMask.
All right. And then it's all done, or do I need to do something else then? Because I'm not very updated on TMX.
Well, that's what we got these Zooms for. So if you using Trust Wallet or MetaMask?
MetaMask.
Okay, so this is what you'll do. You will go into your MetaMask, you'll click on it, and you'll give me your address. Bang.
Yes.
Copy the address right here. Send me
Yes.
that, and then tell me what coin you're sending me. You'll get the link for probably, I think maybe Tim was your sponsor. You'll get his TGE tribe tribe-dex.com. You'll paste it into your MetaMask DApp wallet or your browser if you're using a computer. You'll see that referral code is success. And then you'll see the money here, whatever you send me Bitcoin, I'll swap it inside of MEXC and then send it back to you. Like that's just how that works.
But I'm really afraid to do something wrong. Is it possible? I'm now in my car to do a short Zoom call right this evening. After 20 minutes, I'm be home.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Do you know how to send money out of Weex
Yes,
though?
that's all right. I know that, but I'm not that sure from myself.
Yeah.
Do you understand me?
Yeah, just message me on Telegram. I'll jump on Zoom with you.
Okay, thank you
Oh,
very much. I'll see you later. Then
yeah,
I'm now going to ride home. Okay?
there you go. All right, write me when you're
Yeah.
home.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. So if you're just popping on, what's up? We just went over some spot trading, talked a little bit about TMX, but the benefits are great. I mean, you can, oh man, like you guys, like David said it today. We were talking. He's like, just imagine being at your favorite coin at the start of it. I put a sign on my door in my office. I got signs on my windows in my office. Like TMX is the real deal. This isn't just some fly by night situation. This is something that's going to pay us passive income for years and years and years to come. We're going to be the hottest decentralized futures exchange that I can even think of. So and all of us are going to have a lot invested into it to where we're basically like shareholders of the company in a way. We'll be able to benefit from all those fees of all the traders that are using it, or even just regular people using it and swapping around. So like Frida has money in Weex, she has to swap it to another token to send to me. Well, Weex is going to make a fee on that swap. That pays their liquidity providers. That's what we'll be getting. What's up, James? Tell us about the office you're setting up. Okay, I mean, it's not really an office that I'm setting up. It's just I honestly got this office to put suitcases and a Christmas tree in. It's hilarious because we don't have much closet space where we live, and then I kind of turned it into an office. And so that's it. I just come here, I work, I trade. There's offices around me, lawyers and doctors, and there's just me in this room trading crypto, yelling at the computer half the time, excited. And then just having fun. Like my buddies come over, I got a couch here, it's all decked out in TMX, gonna get a bunch of trading things, got a TV, might start a business down here selling crypto. And then, when TMX pops off and we all have too much extra funds, I could put up, real estate that takes crypto for real estate. I can help swap crypto in and out. I can do, little hedge funds for people. And if I was going to do a hedge fund and say I pay people 3 to 5% a month, where am I going to put it? Into the exchange to make that for me. There's no way I'd be trading people's money. I'll put it into the exchange to gain the profits that way. And then when they want their money, I can just withdraw all of it or send them their gains every month. It's like a no-brainer to do. So there's a lot of possibilities you can do with TMX, and that's why we're here. That's why we created this. I wanted to create it 9, 10 months ago. So yeah, you got it. What do you think? What do you think, David? What do you got, Tim?
Man, no, I mean, I think once we're listed, you'll be able to buy the building, bro. Like,
Yeah,
it's just, you
probably.
know, it's one of those things. No, but just like Brian said, like we have something that is different. We have something that's real. We have something that's irrefutable. Like Certec, for example, that's huge because that's one of the biggest auditors out there that will audit different companies, and they're very transparent. It's all public, and anybody can see the results of that, right? So Certic, that's one. Also, too, look at Brian's helping Frida. I mean, this is a community where we help each other out. If anybody has any questions about, you know, how to get started, how to, because there's a lot of people that are new, a lot of people that are novice, a lot of people that are experts, a lot of people that want to get involved but really don't know how. This is a community where we just help each other. And with TMX, it's going to be next level, guys. So right now is the time to accumulate as much tokens as you can. Accumulate, because I've seen it before in the past where people become financially independent. Get in where you fit in. You don't have to put in millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars. You could put in the bare minimum 0.05, right? But remember, what you put into it is what you get out of it. I'm all in because I know where this is going. So everything that I have, I'm all in. But you know, plug into the Zoom calls, refer other people, share it out. Remember, you can come and just make a deposit and buy your TMX tokens, or you can share it. There, we have a link where you can actually make more tokens. So there's really no excuse right now not to accumulate as much tokens as you can, because there's going to come a time, guys, that this is going to be a moment in time where it's not going to be here again. You have the pre-sale that people just miss at 50 cents. You got the TGE event where it's at about $1.70 right now, if I'm not mistaken. It's still at a discount rate. So remember, you guys, accumulate, accumulate, accumulate. That's all I got to say, because you will thank me later. Once this goes live, it's off and running. This is all smart contract. There's no stopping it. And no matter which way we look at it, it's going to take off with or without us. So I just rather be part of it. And I'm excited for everybody on this call and everybody watching the replay too. Get started. If you haven't made a deposit, make a deposit.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, Dave. And just like I see the question from Kevin, and Kevin asking, once TMX goes live, will it still be open for the new investors to benefit from the old perks? So yeah, like it's gonna be possible, but of course the private sale already is not exist, right? Private sale is finished, so the TGA event also is gonna be finished. So like new guys, of course, they will gonna make the money. Yeah, it's gonna be possible for them to make all of that stuff, but not like the us right now. Like that people who join at the beginning, yeah, right, on the
And
early stage. Yeah,
And
Dave.
Tim, if you don't mind, I want to touch on that too.
Yeah.
Now, just think about, like Brian said, your favorite token, right? Whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, or whatever, what have you. Maybe everybody missed the whatever token had a pre-sale in the past. You weren't involved in it, right? Well, let's just say you came in at the ground floor once it was listed. It was listed at $3, $5, but then that token shot up to $10, $25, $50. So you got to think big. You got to think, look, even though I missed the pre-sale or the TG event, and I came in once it's listed, you're still early, you guys. You got to understand that. Think big, outside the box. You're still early, because if GMX got to $90, don't think that we can't surpass that. Anything is possible. We can get to $150. We can get, the sky's the limit, you guys. So just remember, if you come in, people come in later on, yes, the answer is yes. They will be able to benefit as well.
Well, you got to think too, Kevin. I mean, GMX is making over $100 million a year. They split fees with their community that provides liquidity and to people that stake tokens. So after this launches and somebody sees this and they're like, wow, this exchange is great. It has futures trading. It looks awesome. They pay 50% for liquidity. All right, cool. I'm going to put $100,000 in it. So 50% into there, they start getting paid on those fees. And to be able to use the exchange, people will have to purchase some TMX tokens to be able to do it. So when you put your money in there for the liquidity, you'll get 50% on those fees. You'll get some TMX rewards as well. Then you can do the staking. That's up to 500% APY just on staking. So, I mean, getting started when the token's at $5 is still great, buying it at $5. We just got it in early because you're a part of the community. All of us are lucky. Jake got in at GMX really early and made a lot of money, off of buying this token like at 90 cents. And he's like, it was incredible. That's what gave me the drive to want to create my own exchange to be able to do this and to trade. He trades $1 million in trading, not $1 million, sorry, $1 million in volume per trade, right? When I'm trading, it's normally like 20 to maybe 50, sometimes 100,000 volume, depending on the leverage I'm using. That's a lot of fees that he's paying. What he was telling you guys before, he pays like 2,000 to 5,000 in fees a day. That's insane. Now that goes to us. it goes to him, it goes to me, it goes to you, it goes to Brad, it goes to Fred, all of us that have either money in liquidity or money in the staking token. So anybody that wants to start later, yeah, provide money to an exchange, decentralized, get paid off the liquidity. Yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before, there was like $215 million liquidated in 60 minutes. That money goes to the exchange that the traders were liquidated on. That's where a lot of people don't understand how leverage trading is so crazy. Like, don't get into it unless you're ready, because 215 million traders already just got liquidated in an hour. When it goes up, the shorts get liquidated. When it goes down, the longs get liquidated. All that money goes into the exchange. That pays all of us money. The exchange gets stronger, more liquidity. All those fees from losing those every one of those trades, bang, 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 loss, 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 loss. Fees go right into your guys' pockets. You click claim, it goes USDT right to your Trust Wallet, your MetaMask. If they win the trades, they still pay a fee. You still get paid, and that goes into your wallet. So it's a no-brainer to be a part of a decentralized exchange, to be at this part, especially that it can't disappear. Not like it's not going to get hacked. It's not going to have bad financial CEO running it that makes wrong decisions, going public. This is just a smart contract, decentralized exchange that will use your wallet. You can trade up to 30% leverage starting out on using your wallet. Like, nobody has control of your coins. Nobody's going to say, hey, my coins are locked up in TMX. It's not possible. They're already in your wallet. You know what I mean? Like, they're in your wallet. Disconnect like you do, and bam, it's right there in your wallet. If you want to trade with it, you'll be trading with them through your wallet. So it's really cool. This gives you the ability to control everything.
Yeah, absolutely. So Kevin also like saying, so it's best to get in as soon as possible to make the most money. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I mean, yeah, buy the TGE tokens to get them at a lower price. When we go live, it pumps up to $5. You want to buy it at $2 or $5? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, that's the whole point. And then if you share it now, you're gonna get percentages for sharing it. So
Yeah, thanks guys. Yeah, so like I think this Zoom was really informative, about the trades. How like Brian he provide all of the details. I think that's the really cool. And just maybe some guys also will gonna go deeper in the trades. We're gonna start to trading because I know Jerry he also trading on Maxi, I guess. Yeah, so he sent some great results on the chat. So yeah, and like we're gonna see you on Monday, yeah, with Jake webinar. Yeah, so like he always provided great stuff. And of course, guys, if you have some more questions, you can put them in our Telegram groups. Yeah, so you're gonna get all the answers. So thanks everyone. Thanks Brian. Great job. Thanks Dave, and we'll see you guys.
Bye,
bye,
guys.
buddy.